Oh, wow. So here are three big cities in Uzbekistan to wrap up my presentation. You have Tashkent, which is the capital, and the name literally means rock city. Tash is rock, Kent is city. And it is, I mean, I guess there's rock there, but I don't really know the meaning of the city or of the name. But you can see that it's a hopping metropolis. There are lots of skyscrapers there. There's a huge population. It's like 2 to 3 million people, which is huge for Central Asia. And there are also really historical buildings there, like mosques, parliaments there. Parliaments everywhere, you know. I'm kidding. And then you have Samarkand, which is in a little bit to the southwest of Tashkent. You can see on the map, and it's one of the historical centers of the Silk Road. So a lot of the architecture is still there. It's a really big tourist destination, and people sell, like, I guess, local wares there. A lot of times to tourists, they'll make the price like 4 times as much as it's supposed to be. And then there's Bukhara, which is also an ancient center of trade and of Islamic learning and, I guess, cultural exchange, which is now also a huge tourist magnet for Uzbekistan, and also has really cute, like, parks, like the one you see on the left. And it was my favorite city besides Tashkent because it's small. People are really nice. I got lost. I traveled around Uzbekistan while I was sitting somewhere else in Central Asia, and people were very forgiving of the fact I didn't know anything about their culture or country, but now I speak Uzbek. So obviously they impressed me enough that I wanted to learn their language. Okay, that is the end of me talking about Uzbekistan. So I hope you want to go to Uzbekistan. And we're going to move on to our focus activity. Sorry, it's actually on me.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. We're going to show you 3 pictures. Sorry. There.
Oh, you're on here still. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Okay. It's okay. We're going to show you 3 pictures, or 3 slides with pictures, and we'd like you to tell us, hold up 1 finger if it's for New Zealand, and hold up 2 if it's for Uzbekistan. If you think it's Uzbekistan. So the picture on the left.
Yes. New Zealand or Uzbekistan?
It's the one on the left, so the green picture.
Got some 2s I see on here.
Some 2s. You guys think it's Uzbekistan? Have you seen Lord of the Rings? You're actually right, it's Uzbekistan.
So these are kind of trick questions. So when people think of New Zealand, and also if they've seen Lord of the Rings, they tend to think lots of sheep or cows, rolling hills, snow-capped mountains, a lot of greenery. But no, it's Uzbekistan.
Mm-hmm. Okay, the picture on the right. 1 finger for New Zealand, 2 fingers for Uzbekistan.
See some 1s.
We're getting 1s. You guys are good guessers. So the picture on the right is New Zealand.
Yeah, so that is, if I'm correct, a picture of the town hall in Auckland, so our biggest city. And that was actually just around the corner from where I used to go to university. So.
Okay, so people.
So this is another interesting thinking question. So the mother and daughter on the left, Uzbekistan or New Zealand?
Some 2s. So I think New Zealand, most of them.
I think 2 is Uzbekistan.
2.
Oh, 2, sorry.
So you guys think it's Uzbekistan? It's actually New Zealand.
It is New Zealand. So being that we are quite close to Asia, we have a huge population of Asian immigrants who contribute to our workforce and create a really diverse culture in New Zealand. So we have a lot of different cultures coming together, and it's really what New Zealand is known for as well. We're very, very multicultural and diverse.
Mm-hmm. And the photo on the right, New Zealand or Uzbekistan? It could be New Zealand. 1 finger or 2 fingers?
Some 1s.
You think it's New Zealand? It's actually Uzbekistan. So Uzbekistan, like I mentioned, has a pretty big population of Russians, especially in the capital.
Yeah. So even though New Zealand is located not very close to Asia, and even though Uzbekistan is in South Asia, there's many different populations and different people that live there.
Mm-hmm.
Right, next one.
So I guess we'll shorten this one because you guys have been guessing really well. If you think Uzbekistan is the picture on the left, or the food on the left, hold up 1 finger. If you think it's on the right, still Uzbekistan, Hold up 2 fingers.
I don't see too many fingers. I think I see a couple of twos.
Choose. Okay, so you're right. Uzbekistan, the cuisine on the right is from Uzbekistan, and that's called manpu. It's dumplings. It's like Chinese dumplings, basically. It's the same thing. They have meat inside of them, and they're delicious.
And the picture on the left is New Zealand. I think they have New Zealand oysters or clams. Very, very popular seafood in New Zealand. So because we're on the coast, people eat a lot of seafood.
So I guess we're done with our focus activity. You guys did a great job. Give yourself a round of applause. And we're going to take questions for the next 15 minutes.
So we can go to quit the share screen.
Stop share.